Our next speaker is Tim Cavey. Tim is an 8th grade teacher at Pacific Academy. He's also currently pursuing his Master's in Educational Leadership degree at Vancouver Island University and is the host of Teachers on Fire, a podcast that profiles agents of growth and transformation in education. Now, when asked, Tim, who would you like to be part of? What team do you want to be? Right off the bat, I'd love to join some of our young Vancouver Canucks stars on ice, okay? And be part of something with them. So, at this time, Tim Gabriel.
I should be special. It's fine, no pressure. No, I think you're amazing. You'll be fine. I'm enthusiastic. I am.
In 2017, I started a master's program at Vancouver Island University, and I read a book that changed my life. In Mindset, Carol Dweck writes about the fixed mindset. And she says that people hold on to the fixed mindset when things feel comfortable and safe and secure. But as soon as things get challenging and demanding, as soon as they don't feel smart and talented, they start to get less interested. And I started thinking, there are steps I'm not taking, moves I'm not making because it feels scary. It doesn't feel safe. It feels risky. As I continued to read Mindset, I learned more about the power of yet. You know about the power of yet, right? The power of yet sounds in our classrooms and for our learners like this. I don't understand this math concept yet. I'm not a great artist yet. I'm not a coder yet. You see, the growth mindset says that anyone can learn anything as long as they apply effort over time. And it also reminds us as educators that we don't know the true potential of our learners. I continue to read great books and engage in rich professional conversations, but the power of yet was whispering something in my ear. You're not a podcaster yet. You see, I was making the commute every day between Surrey and Burnaby, and I wasn't listening to sports talk or pop radio. I was listening to podcasts, just like Harry. I had an insatiable desire to learn more, and I started to dream. Could I play a part in amplifying the voices of other educators around the world? Could I play a part in sharing their ideas and practices and experiences? Were there other teachers out there like me who wanted more great educational content as they drove those miles away? Carol Dweck says we can all look back on our lives and think about what could have been, or we can look back and say, I gave my all for the things I valued most. And so I jumped onto the track of content creation with both feet, knowing that as terrible as I was at the beginning, that I would grow and improve my craft over time. I can now say that 1 year, 80 episodes, about 25,000 downloads later, the Teachers on Fire podcast is making an impact on the education conversation. But what does this mean for our classrooms and for our practice? Well, for one thing, it calls us away from a culture of passive compliance. As David Guerin says, the one doing the talking is doing the learning. And as Jennifer Gonzalez says, our learners need to be doing something. So in the classroom, it looks like agency and ownership, like authentic audiences, like design thinking in the design process, like Genius Hour, IBL and PBL, voice and choice, the 5 C's. What does it look like in my classroom at Pacific Academy? It looks like representations of learning on Seesaw, like great graphic design projects on Canva and Google Drawings and Google Slides. It looks like authentic entrepreneurship with product development and marketing and sales. It looks like video making on video, screencasting, and of course, it looks like podcasting. And one of my students is even starting his own podcast. My one word for 2019 was create. New content, new learning, new relationships. Why should educators join on or jump on the content creation bandwagon? Because it helps us reflect more deeply on our own practice. It helps us share our learning with other educators that need to hear our message. And it helps us build amazing new relationships with people like Gabriel and Rose Pillay. In the Teachers on Fire podcast, that's my weekly Pro D. It's my chance to connect with other amazing educators around the world. And I learn something in every conversation. Every person speaks into my practice and shapes my learning. So what about you? How will you contribute to the education conversation? Don't let your fears stand in the way. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. Embrace the growth mindset, share your learning, and change the world. And that's what's keeping me alive in my practice today.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Air high five. Air high five. Keep it right there.